So, Bona, my people. So, I'm going to do a reading. I forgot it's Sunday. And I said on Sundays I was going to do readings, right? So, let me try not to be too long. I was going to do a reading, and I still am, right? I'm going to do a reading with the deck that I want to do a reading with. But this deck popped out, and all the cards fell onto the floor. So, clearly this deck has a message that needs to be, needs to be heard, needs to be seen. So I'm going to shuffle the deck, and I will probably fast forward this part, right? But I gotta make sure this deck is good and shuffled, because I'm not sure if I shuffled it the last time I used it. I don't have very much to say. I'm just trying to shuffle these cards, other than I wanted to use a different deck, and this deck I was like, but wait, I want to say something. So, don't know why I just flipped it, touched around. So, we gonna see what this deck has to say. We gonna see what this deck... I can't bend these cards the other way. These feel nice and shuffled. Okay, so deck, reveal to me what message do you have for me, or for my collective, the people that are gonna watch this. For one, I have a hard time with this deck because my hands are so small. So I'm gonna shuffle through this one more time. Let's see what this card is. We got one card so far. Strength in the upright position. And it says strength begins with the choice to be kind to myself. Wow. You see the fire. So there's a lot of fire. Maybe there's passion. Maybe there's untamed fire. We have the number 8, which is infinity. Cycles, they just keep going. Ascension or descension, depending on how you look at it. You see those words down there. I'm not really going to read it because it's on camera. So let's keep going. So strength. Maybe we're being too strong. I'm going to shuffle. I'm not taking all of those cards. This deck is very eager. It has a lot to say. I'm going to take these off because they were just... But these two feel like they had something to reveal. I don't like when cards are flipped this way. Like, what is this? So I'm going to pay attention to how this card is turned over. 8 of Swords. Another 8. Another 8, right? And we have the same chakra. Okay. So, you see the words, right? Let's go with this next card I felt fall out the deck. Okay. The daily choices I make now align me with my life purpose. Okay. This card. Ooh, the devil. That's me, Capricorn. Baby, say it loud and clear. I am not a puppet. So I do feel like this message is complete with this deck. And how I interpret this message is, you see the infinity, the 8, the 8, the 8, judgment, 5 and 6, or 1 and 5 is 6. So these two chakras, this is the crown chakra. I think this would be the root chakra. This would be the solar chakra since it's yellow. So just looking at the actual images, right? Looking at the actual cards, what this shows me is that maybe we are being too powerful. Maybe there's too much energy, and maybe you're feeling like you have to be so forceful with your energy because you're trapped. But this card reminds you that you're not really trapped. You just feel trapped, right? And at the end of the day, there's an outing. Like, you see the way these swords are lined up, right? She could walk back. She's not technically trapped. She can walk forward. She can walk back. Yeah, maybe you can't walk left and right. You can't go left and you can't go right, but baby, back up. Back up. Or go forward. Just be careful if you step forward, right? That's what it's saying. If you do make a step forward, be careful. But you might just want to back out of this. Just back. Maybe don't go full force, full head on. Back out. Back up. Back. Because you might be facing some judgment if you go forward and accidentally hurt yourself, or accidentally, singe yourself, being too forceful, thinking that you have nowhere else to go. And this is also another reminder. This is my sign right here, that you are not trapped. These two cards right here, you're not trapped. The connections that you have, you might not like them. You might have become this person's friend or whatever through a bad... I didn't notice that this card. I'm going to have to, like, cover up this card because there's nudity. Maybe I should cover up these cards. I wonder. Anywho, these two cards, there is a feeling that you are trapped. But you have to remind yourself that you are the master of your destiny. You are not a puppet, right? Your choices, they are aligned with your purpose, right? And your strength begins with the choices to be kind to yourself. So that's what this deck has to say. This is definitely a personal message to me. It definitely reflects the type of day I had. It speaks to my motherhood purely, sincerely, and genuinely. This is speaking to my single motherhood right here. I don't like this man that I feel like I'm trapped with and having children with, right? So, thank you for putting all my business out there, universe. You love to expose my business. I'm going to pull from the deck. I kind of feel like I don't even want to at this point because that deck said everything. What more can this deck even say? I don't know. But I wanted to pull from this deck. We are 8 minutes in. I'm going to try and be quick because I still wanted to do an oracle card, right? So just real quick, let me hurry up and shuffle these. Okay, universe, reveal a quick message to me. I wanted to use this deck because, I like the purple. I like the villains. Do you have a message to reveal to me? I gotta be quick. Is there a message for me? Or did the other deck cover it all? Let me try one more time. Nothing's coming out. Nothing wants to come out. Okay, let's pull from the oracle deck because I don't want to use up all my time. Nothing came out, right? So that kind of lets me know, like, girl, bye. Ain't nobody picking up for you. Now, this is my new favorite deck. Oop, not me accidentally dropping the box on the floor. Okay, gotta hurry up. Got less than 50 seconds. There we go. Got a message. Got two for you. We'll leave it at that. We have here Mbuya Nihanda, Radical Rebirth. Yes, love this. Number 5. Ooh, and then we have Jumbi, Masks. Okay, so that's the message, y'all. Y'all have a good week.